Not everyone enjoys a live athletic event. Of course, at least in baseball, the prospect of catching a fly ball is evident when one becomes drunk in public, yells foul things, tosses dildos on the field. Indeed, I was that person who carried a glove to baseball games. In football, on the other hand, usually you see an usher or security guard walk over and remove a ball from the spectator if one ends up in the stands, which is rather rare. It's the same in basketball and tennis, but not in hockey, where indeed you can keep the puck and whatever stitches you'll need following. Why then is this? Well, there are several elements influencing the outcome of a ball entering the stands. I shall thus divide this into some reasonable groups that hopefully satisfy you with the response. Let us so begin with the official NFL guideline on balls entering the stands. Well, no one exists. Actually, every stadium is free to create its policies based on their reaction to this. Furthermore, from what I looked at all over, many teams' websites for particular policies surrounding this matter, I could find absolutely none. If you have a rudimentary knowledge of the law, though, based on what I have observed, this is usually the case. Should a ball enter the stands following a kick, and for some reason the net fails, the net was especially made to prevent footballs from entering the stands, and a spectator catches the ball, it will be asked of the spectator to forward the ball back to the usher. The NFL thus presents two really strong cases on why a multi-billion-dollar company would want a $80 football back. First, for the protection of fans. Many supporters got involved in scrums and disturbances as before the nets were erected, and others battled for the free balls in the stands. I am so trying not to joke right now. All right, good, let me say it. Someone would fight over my loose balls, I wish. Still, that's number one. Second is the limited number of K balls that are to the required pressure of the kickers, etc. Should a kickball land in the stands, eliminating one from circulation, especially one the kicker particularly enjoys, can change the course of the game. We also know, though, how much ball pressure influences game results. What the devil is the issue with deflated balls? Usually the fan will cooperate. The stadium can decide whether to award a coupon or shirt, indeed right, or even a thank you for returning their football back. Remember also, a football making its way into the stands is a really rare occurrence since Tim Tebow retired. What then would happen if you wanted to refuse returning the football? Here's where you fantastic people might pick up legal knowledge. Like in the NFL, baseball used to be policy allowing you to give an usher the foul ball. Until 1921, such was the norm. A guy by the name of Reuben Berman refused to return a baseball one day following a foul ball caught at the Polo Ground in New York. Berman left the stadium after refusing to give up the ball. Berman sued the squad, claiming he was embarrassed and upset over the whole event. He won no punt nevertheless. Reuben lost that aspect of the lawsuit, but the New York Supreme Court said he may retain the foul ball. From there, the Reuben rule emerged, allowing supporters to keep foul balls and to joyfully toss them back if they so desired. How thus does the NFL avoid this? My broad presumption is then that the Reuben rule is still applicable. Though they probably cannot take the ball from you, if you refuse to return it, your behavior will be deemed disruptive and you will be kicked from the stadium. Many anecdotal tales about this abound, and they make sense. Keep the ball, go for a walk. Again, every stadium policy differs now. Like, for instance, no way in hell any usher is going to try to grab the ball from one of those gorgeous kids Cam Newton delivers following a TD. The NFL's disciplinary policy is interesting in that a player who throws a ball into the stands pays a $6,000 punishment. You might be thinking whether I would make a joke here on which QB paid the most. I dumped Tim Tebow beneath the bus already. Let us see Jay Cutler now. Tony OMG, Geno Smith here indeed. He should pay a fine for a throw this poor. Hi God. Anyways, it was claimed that Cam Newton was going to be penalized for distributing his balls. But no, the NFL declared unequivocally that he would not be.